This is Michi Hoyer from ACR Zakspeed, and finally we're doing that Porsche 911 race in the 911 Cup car around Interlagos. So for the very first time this week, since practicing for the race twice, I'm finally able to find a spot racing it. I've done quite a lot of races in this car back then. I think that was season 1, where I had a lot of goes in Interlagos in the Porsche 911. Felt good around there, definitely. So yeah, looking forward to some other good racing. And we're already joining into the practice session. So once again, big shout out, Michael Clark, for that donation. I'm gonna get the coffee in between when we change the servers. Right now I just want to get a drive in the car. We had FSR yesterday, I had nothing else going on the weekend, as you guys saw on my feed. So yeah, I definitely need to get back into this iRacing physics, I want to say. And I hope to do so nice. This car is so heavy compared to the Formula Sim racing car, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, obviously what do I expect, but coming from the FSR car where you literally brake into a hairpin coming out of 300 kph with like 80-85 meters of braking distance, and now you're sitting in this car coming out of 250 to break down into not even a full hairpin, and you have to like throw the brakes in 120 meters before the corner. That is like some tremendous difference. So bear with me a bit. Definitely need some acclimatization time. We're aiming towards the 33s, if not the 32s. But first, we need to get along with everything again. Hey Mr. Clean, there's AOR 24-hour races coming up this upcoming weekend. However, I'm gonna be away until midnight Saturday, so it's gonna be the team, or my teammates, Ross Woodford, Jack Keithley and Cody Blanton, taking over the car first, before I probably take over for the night. Definitely have to see this though. Problem is, I will come home very tired, I believe. However, I committed to this 24-hour race way longer than before the other appointment that turned up on the Saturday. So that somehow needs the management now. Something else that needs some more management is the car. As I kind of not really access what the problem is right now. Car's just some sort of reluctant to turn on me. Or feels very off. Maybe the rake is a bit too much. So yeah, this AOR race coming up on this upcoming Saturday, and you guys should make sure to watch ACR streams and ACR Facebook and social media and whatnot in order to receive the latest information about that. Charles, from what I've heard, is that Janne Simoncic had a big moment and more or less crashed the car, resulting into a 15-minute repair zone, or 15-minute repair pit stop. And yeah, with that we obviously lost the full 5 laps and couldn't really gain anything back on that. Kept it nicely on the road though, the green Porsche. Yeah, so that was a bit of a bummer. Definitely the pace was there, the consistency, as you say, has been there as well. Just felt like a little bit of bad luck. But yeah, that's racing. I mean, 24 hours. A lot can happen. Something happened to us. We paid the price. So there you go. Hey Joris. Hey Robert. Ah, 17 minutes repair time. Alright, fair enough. Still, I think it's worth 5 laps of track time. 17 minutes. Thank you very much, Charles. I'm gonna pass this on into the team. Don't go wide there. Need to fully adapt myself to this car. Totally different approach on the steering. Come on. By the way, Robert, thoughts on yesterday's race? Yeah, Robin, I'm not too satisfied at the minute with this car balance at all. I kind of wonder what it is, because I've raced this car a lot here. I can't remember having such issues. And at the very same time, the front end is not really good enough as well. Have a look if that is any better. Spotbuster, yes, I will do stream at least my part of the event. I'm not sure whether I'm allowed to stay on the server during other guys of the team driving. Kinda do not believe. Buongiorno Antonio. I hope you're doing well. Yo Brendan, how you doing? Right, I just think the last setup changed some sort of fixed the rear end. However, I'm kinda, yeah, exactly, fearing that the front end is now completely reluctant to turn in. So we have stabilized the rear, but took away a lot of turning force from the front. Definitely should have a look into that towards the race session again. Obviously, you have to make the car rotate a lot with brakes. But still, there should be some generous or some general turning movement of the car by setup itself. A bit late on the brakes. Yeah, the car is much more stable, but as you can see, it's not quite as quick as before. Although stability pays off on the exit out of Curva del Sol. Sorry, Curva del Sol is that turn 3. Yeah, but I'm not too happy with the car overall. It still lacks some front end grip. The rear end balance is okay though. Something I could definitely deal with. So the good news is with that setup, we definitely should be able to finish the car without major spin. But now we're lacking the real speed. Not sure about temperature as well, but that should just be around 135.8, 135.7 thereabout. Yeah. There's not too much time I could gain somewhere. So, sorry. Come on. Let's escape. A bit more turning movement would help it, I believe. Maybe that's the key. There you go. So, race session is on. I will get my coffee. Leave open practice and join your race. Yes, we do. So, thank you very much, Michael Clark. Very generous from you again to do that little donation. Definitely gets me up the support for coffee all evening. Happy for that. And if you guys wanna join the group, wanna join the supporters base, feel free to check out the links down in the description. There I have the free Patreon server where you can get access to by just clicking on the link. If you have Discord, if you haven't Discord already, feel free to click on the link as well, and you will get your sign up through the account. So Robert, you just replied to my question. Yes. The last sentence definitely sums it up, and we do not need to go too much into detail. I do know exactly what you are talking about, and I've already made up my mind, so we have some further debriefs in the team, and obviously with that, I'm pretty sure, well, I'm not saying pretty sure, actually we will have a different approach to upcoming races. At least we try to have them, because I mean, you know, pace-wise you can plan a lot, but you never know what's happening around you. And Spa, which is the next track coming up, is a very unique track, you know. And well, let's see whether our planned strategies will go as planned there. Very happy to have Max Kessler in the group in here. He's an ACR Zakspeed driver as well. And I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be humiliated by him. He races that Porsche fairly often, fairly quick. So yeah, Robert, definitely we take a different approach on the upcoming race, that's for sure. Oh, Mahandi, why did you change your name there? Is that Mahandi some sort of like an online nickname before? Sadas, I'm very sorry, but due to FSR and other business going on at the minute, I was not able to come back to emails yet. I have a good 16 open emails to deal with. And I hope to be able to put in some effort in that on the train on Friday and Saturday when I'm riding it. Yeah, Agnes, I can't wait for the AOR 24 hours as well. And there's gonna be another stream of me practicing for that race, taking the car out, getting more comfortable with it. Mr. Clean, when am I going to make my debut in an iRacing special event? I don't know. No one really knows. At some point there's going to be the debut, that's for sure. Just can't tell you really when. Yeah, Charles, you're absolutely right. The traction was a lot better on this set for now, but I just was not too satisfied with it. Anyway, it's qualification, and well, ready or not, we have to deal with it. We're sitting in the number 7 car, so would be good to qualify there or thereabout. Louis, I would love to unlock the frame rate. However, with an unlocked frame rate, my iRacing some sort of errors and keeps dying in between races. So that's why I keep it to lock. I do know that I lose about 0.1 of a second with input lag or something. It's not 100% accurate, I do know that, but you know, I'd rather have some tiny little input lag rather than a DNF because of a faulty simulator. Alright, here we go.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Too much braking input. There's a lot to gain on lap 2.
One more lap. You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
One and a half tenths simply thrown away. Oh, for God's sake. Alright. Ridiculous. Just throwing it away. Alright, it's gonna be a fun race, that's for sure. Am I 7th really? With that crap of a lap time?
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Yes I am, I can't believe it. Just getting the lap in I would have been onto in the final turn would have got me P4, P5. Just way too hard on the pedal work. Robin, I do believe this oversteering comes from my driving. Pretty sure because hold on a minute. In that moment when it comes turning, it's just, you know, rather than just being on the brakes and releasing it full and then go on the throttle like you should do it, I keep some sort of dancing on the brakes, and this dancing on the brakes then maybe locks up the rear end just for a split second, swings the car around, throttle makes it worse. There you go, that's the car gone. This Porsche is not really forgiving at all, so you have to clean very dry. You have to drive very clean and stuff. I mean, Antoine is right, and thanks for pointing it out. It has to rotate on throttle to actually get you out the corner somewhat, because otherwise it then understeers to death. But at the very same time, you need to be careful on the inputs really, and that's what I'm lacking a lot at the minute. RTR, thank you very much there. Appreciate it. Yes, Robin. I mean, you have to rotate into the corner on the brakes. Give this car a lot of rotation, but it still needs to rotate when you're on throttle. And that is why you set up the toe in usually to minus, so to a negative value here in the rear. However, I still lack that little bit of stability in the rear end. Anyway, hey Lewis. Yes, Lewis, I think there are some plugins for that. But all I do is like do it with Restream because I'm here on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. Sun, you do not have a differential setting on this Porsche. If someone understeers on the right entry, it's because he's not rotating the car on the brakes. You need to throw all the way to the front in order to make this car turn around any corner. And yeah, to achieve this, you have to be on the brakes and turn in the car. Lewis, I think there is volume everywhere. Thank you guys, I'm gonna focus a bit now. Feel free to discuss whatever you want in the chat about the cars rotating, not rotating, oversteering, understeering, whatever. I hope you guys will have some fun. Surprisingly much grip there.
Left side. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Stay on the right. Go right. Stay on the right.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Hold your line. Clear on the left. Go left. Car right. Clear on the left. Turn wide. Clear.
I'll stay immediate. Alright, we try sneaking in our pace now and yeah, actually try and have some fun. The broken bonnet definitely doesn't help on the top speeds.
You're in fifth.
So there's Max in behind. Bye, Robert. Enjoy yourself. I would rate this balance has ever been so horrible. Just lacking the confidence a bit. Antoine, where did you end up on Saturday's race, by the way? I've just seen the first couple of laps doing nice overtakes there. Hey Dub. Oh, I just have my issues on that particular corner. Happy with P6 in the end? So congrats on that, Antoine. Here's my first incident, finally. I was simply waiting for that. Sorry Dub, I have no clue, I can check that after the race. and good one towards FSR race streams. They're just giving away too much information, too much ACR Zakspeed internal information, so hence why I don't stream that. Max did a good job sneaking up on me here. Either I'm running too much rear wing or this front bonnet is really killing the top speed.
You've got 10 laps to go.
Also, killing the front tires doesn't really help. Oh, Nick Matson in the back. He's quick. Did you really think I will not defend that inside there? I'm not fair, I'm not a lot quicker there, Duck, to be fair. Not at all though. I keep doing silly mistakes like this. Rear end is not really stable. I've changed a fair lot on the setup though, Dub. I have to admit. Though it's not necessarily yours. Finally back in the draft. I kind of feel, yeah, 0.7, he's still pulling away. Not sure whether that was just a better exit or whether it's the rear wing or whether it's the damage. Ah, that's gonna get him off track. Yeah, there you go. 3 incidents. But I'm coming closer. Maybe I can retake my position. Be great. I do believe Max has done exactly what Antoine said, using up the fronts because he lacks a lot of cornering performance to my understanding. And maybe that is exactly his issue at the minute. To make sure to not do the very same to my fronts in the end.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left.
No? Alright, short on fuel. Is he? Oh no, I should be fine with fuel, sorry. Yeah, I feared exactly that. A mistake of mine, putting Max into a bad spot. Would be lovely if Max could pull out an attack now. He's definitely taking some very odd lines to me.
Got 2 laps to go.
2 laps after this one. Come on. He will dive it into either of the corner, turn 1 or turn 3 in the final lap, I'm pretty sure of that. Need to run. And getting better exits would help me a lot. That was purely rally style around final turn, so I have lit rears, if any. Come on, 1 lap to go.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Are you serious? Don't even think about it. Should not make it.
Still there. Hold your line.
Oh, for crying out loud. We just made it. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, this time it's either the wing or the bonnet once and never again. How much? 0.003 of a second? 6. Dub, I was not reading the check, I was checking the gaps. And somehow trying to save the rears. In the end they were just gone. You will see me sliding into the final turn once again, and I just lost the momentum there. I'm not sure that whether he really planned it. Actually, what he tried was thrown into every apex he could have done. Like, if I go back in the tape, let me see this final turn, this final lap anyway from the chopper. By the way, ambient temperatures 31 degrees there, Dub. No, Dub, I'm not happy. I should have had this P5 fairly a lot. I was just too stupid. Appreciate that it was fun to watch, but anyway, just look at how this driver behind acted, especially starting it right here. The gap was pretty much big enough, but he nearly lost it. You know, just throws it up every single apex. Doing this here again, and now you will see my problem. I turned in, and here was then sideways a bit. I just struggled on the exit. And then you could probably say I was not tight enough in this left-hand king, but this would have just given even more slipstream probably. Man, this is so intensely close. But yeah, he was there. Anyway, that's it for the minute. It's 9:30. We got half an hour to go until we're live back on the Simpy with the installation laps for the Formula Sim Racing Round 7 around Spa-Francorchamps. Classic track, massively fun to drive car. Gonna enjoy race preparations for the upcoming 2 weeks, that's for sure. We're looking into having another 24-hour AOR Le Mans racing session. So some further practice coming up. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna do this with teammates or not. However, this is what is still planned for tonight. Other than that, you guys will see me commentating on Thursday on the GPVWC Round 8 at Austria for the Super League. I'm gonna join the commentary booth together with James Kirk and another co-commentator. So that is the plan for Thursday. And if you guys have anything you want to know, feel free to comment, feel free to put in questions here in the chat. Join the Discord, join the Patreon program, as you can find the links in the description. And if you want to support me, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, tell your friends, bring them here. We're gonna be back, maybe even with some racing in the VRS GT series around Snetterton 300. I'm gonna look whether I'm able to do further stuff or whether I'm going to have a find on George Weissman, Håkan, or anyone else from the ACR Zakspeed team. Quick look at the final result. I'm still a bit depressed of that. Class C 1.75. The way he throws it up into the apexes trying to attack other guys. That license doesn't surprise. Fair enough. Also hats off to Max Kessler. Just a full 10th behind. I fairly forgot about mentioning it. Great racing by him. A lot of teammate respect, I would say, when I tried to, when I had the move into turn 1 and we're going side by side through 1, 2, and 3. So that went well. Anyway, guys, that's it for the moment. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you hit the like button. Hope you tell your friends. And then we see each other in half an hour when we're live in the sim pit doing the FSR 2018 round 7 installation laps around Spa. Until then, see you. Goodbye.